Hello, hello, welcome into StratiGG. Whether you're new to Risk or a seasoned grandmaster like myself, stick around for some tips, tricks and strats to improve your game as we play some classic Risk. Fixed cards on the classic map. Let's see how we get on. First in turn order. Okay. What does our spawn look like? We're all over the place here. No clear bonus to really challenge for. I do have two positions and a position in Europe and a position next to it here in Africa. Also another position in Africa, but there's a lot of blue material in there. Bit more of a mixed bag in Europe, so maybe I've got a stronger claim for Europe. So that might be what I go for here. I think my card is up there in Europe, claiming another position, and then we fortify the two in, making it very clear which bonus I want to play for. And then we'll get our alliances going. I do like to play alliances on this classic map with fixed cards. Classic fixed, as we call it. Okay, where's everyone else shaking out? Looks like purple gets out of Europe for me. Now we need orange and white to do the same. White could make a play for Africa, bring the 4 down, or come straight through for South America would be more likely, I think. Looks like that's what they're going for. Do they risk a 5 on 2? No, they bring the 4 down to guarantee it next turn, is my guess. Well played by them. Now it's really me and Orange's contention here for Europe. What does Orange want to do? They're going to continue stacking it. Okay, me and Orange are going to have a problem then. In the fact that neither of us wants to give up the bonus, and now it's just who gets a trade on 3 first. Okay, Red's making a strong claim for North America. They're going to be in a really, really strong, solid position. A lot of material still to try and work its way out of there, though. As I continue to just try and claim as much of this as I can. Gonna roll out for white. I want to make some friends on this board if it's all possible. White, the only one not okay, red hasn't as well, but white and red not accepting my alliance request yet. Blue comes down for Africa. So yeah, purple's pretty much just guaranteed Australia. So everyone's got a clear bonus apart from me and orange, who are in each other's way. So one of two ways this usually plays out. One of us is going to slam the other. If they get a good roll, they basically kill the other person and gain the bonus. If they get a bad roll, they kill us both. And this could be me doing it on orange as well. And usually it's whoever gets the lucky 10 trade on 3. So once we get 3 cards, if we've got a lucky 10 trade, it's all she wrote for orange and we get the bonus. We might not roll it straight away. We could just super stack in there with the added troops to just threaten orange out, but orange is going to continue bringing more and more troops in. So yeah, it's just a race for the first person to the trade on 3 here. This is not how you want to play it. If you end up in a stalemated position like this, trying to claim a bonus with someone else, you don't want to force each other into a race to the bottom, because you just end up going 5th and 6th place. I mean, we're allied to each other, but they're not sending any signals to me. Right, let's try opening the channels. I'm sorry, but I need to attack your territory. Okay, red accepts the alliance. Red doesn't spend out the troops in Europe. Did we get the trade? Okay, I've got a trade with a +2 in South Europe. which is where my main stack is on. So that is practically, I mean, it's not quite 10 troops. It is 8 troops, but it's enough to maybe scare orange off. Especially if orange doesn't get a trade on 3. Purple should have taken their bonus already. Maybe a bit scared of a pivot from orange down this line if they get bad rolls and overextend. White takes South America. Nice +2 bonus for them. These are the bonuses on the classic map. So if you manage to hold these continents, that's the amount of additional troops you get on your turn. Everyone gets 3 troops as standard. And then you get additional troops if you manage to claim continents and based on the number of total territories that you hold. Okay, so orange continues to just sit there. See if we can get red to spend out for us in Europe. Not yet. Okay, so in this position, we definitely trade. Want as many troops in here as we can possibly get. So now we've got a big 22 stack. And if orange doesn't have a trade, we should hopefully be scaring them off here. And if orange doesn't have a trade, we're about to kill them because purple removes them from this position and then we have just lines to kill them and then we gain the Europe position. So this is why you don't want to, unless you're before the person in turn order, you really don't want to stay in there and be stubborn like this. Orange might be lucky with a trade on 3 as well. We'll see. Wait, purple doesn't take the kill. Doesn't remove them from Australia. That's a bit dodgy. You need your bonus, dude. And that obviously prevents me from going for the kill. Stalling and not allowing the game to advance. So this just this allows orange more time. Are they actually going to get out? They're not going to get out still. They're going to continue to be stubborn. Ten trade comes in for red. That's going to let them further solidify their claim for North America. Okay, gives white their final warning. Is white going to allow red to take the bonus? Sometimes we see the white South America player try and block and stall the North America player, at least for a couple of turns. We'll see. Blue has the troops to be able to take Africa, but still hasn't. Purple has the troops to be able to take Australia, but still hasn't. These guys should already be on their bonuses. Stalling themselves like that, probably not the best play. As me and orange continue to just circle one another. Does orange have the trade on 4? If they, I mean, come on, purple. You should have taken your bonus already. Hit that orange 2. You basically just kept orange in the game here. If you'd have removed the 2 in the turn previous, I would be killing orange right now. Okay, now they hit it, but it's too late now. The orange probably has a trade on 4 now to keep them in the game. So was that a tactical decision by purple? Who knows? I mean, I'd love to attack orange, but I can't because they're about to trade in. If they don't trade, yeah, 100% kill them. Let's introduce our opponents. General LaRoche is blue. Purple is Attractive Gem, taking way too long to take Australia. Hoke Longbeard is our white player. Orange, who surely is about to trade in, is General Abe. Yeah, 10 trade comes in. And red is Umat Umut Lale. Okay, where does this stack go? Are they trying to pivot into North America, or are they just going to continue to try and be stubborn? Okay. So Orange is going to continue to be stubborn, and I should beat them to another trade now. So me and Orange will just never have the bonuses. So unless Orange gets insanely lucky with another 10 trade before I trade, neither of us get this bonus. Orange needs to be lucky now and hope that I don't get a trade before them, and then Orange has to try and kill me. But it's awkward with my positioning. I'm about to lose the 3 in Madagascar to Blue, though, when they finally take their bonus. Nice big 28 stack. Splitting the stack here by Orange as well, not the correct play. This makes it harder for them to make any kind of play against me. They can still double tap my stack, but yeah, I don't love this play. Okay, not lucky. Never lucky. Never lucky. Okay. White looking strong, purple looking strong, red looking very, very strong, having claimed North America now. +5 bonus for this North America player. White needs to interrupt right now, and that's all they can do. And yeah, we see the slam white onto red. Unfortunate for red. Is Orange going to see smell blood in the water and go and try and pivot for North America now? I obviously would love that to happen, but I'm not going to make any kind of suggestion. No, they're going to keep doubling, tripling down and trying to claim Europe. Continuing to split their troops. This just weakens both me and Orange and creates animosity. Whereas if they just move out into Asia and just take a card, they stay alive because they're never worth it to kill, and they make a friend in me. Like, I suppose that argument goes my way as well, but I'm first in turn order, so I had the first claim of it. So really, I claimed the bonus before they did, if you believe in such a thing as claiming bonuses. Now, am I about to get screwed over by the game once again? With my opponents just being gifted 10 trades on 3. Well, Blue has a 10 trade on 3, so they're going to take their bonus now, removing one of the awkward positions of me. They don't. They stay off bonus. Crazy. Okay, they keep my Madagascar position alive. Trade on 3 comes in for purple as well. Okay. These guys looking really, really strong. Here comes white. They just made a play on red, blocking red from North America. Red looking slightly weak, but still healthy amount of troops. By no means out of the game. No communication coming from Orange. They're just stubbornly staying in Europe and splitting across it as though they think that gives them some kind of bigger claim to it. And no trade on. This game absolutely hates my guts. It constantly just sabotages me like this. Constantly. Every single game. No trade on 4. Boom. Trying to get me killed. I don't know. Do I just die to blue here? I mean, I'm still a little bit of an awkward kill. That's the only thing going for me right now. I'm going to make myself even more awkwarder by getting a little tiny awkward stack over here in Japan. Still staying alive here in Madagascar. going to 5 cards because the game hates me, and it doesn't even give me a 10 trade again. So I'm out here playing on hardcore mode. Apparently these guys are still getting 10 trades. But we're alive. Blue still doesn't hit it. We've got a red 9 in here as well now, lining up a retaliatory strike against white. And these guys just sitting, building up their troops for now. I don't know. Has our luck run out? Is orange about to get another 10 trade on 4 and slam my 30 stack? It would be a massive mistake to use all those troops right now. They basically suicide themselves if they do so, and they're the next to die. So it's unlikely that we see that, but you never know. Is General Abe a novice, or have they got a few games under their belts? No trade coming in. 41 total troops. No trade comes in, and I don't have a 10 trade again. And the inverse is also true for me. Me hitting 40 troops just gets me killed as well. So orange just basically means that doing what they've done and not just yielding the bonus to the person who had the first claim on it basically just gets us both killed slowly. So we're just going to constantly be behind, and I only get 6, and I never get the same amount of troops as my opponents. It's such a demoralizing thing that always bloody happens. These guys are all getting 10 trades. All getting 10 trades. I'm getting no trades on 4. And then the shittest lowest trades. It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely effing ridiculous. It's just nonsense at this point. I like a little bit of fairness, you know. Okay, red's suffering at the minute though. White has played their position very well. They haven't overextended. They've denied red the overpowered North America position. So nobody's on +5 bonuses, but these guys are still pulling ahead of us and pulling away from us now. Only an 8 trade for orange, but it's more than what I got. And it's more than what I'll get next time. So orange just continues to stay in there. We'll just I'm not going to move out, so they think they're kind of smothering me away. I'll say yes. Attack orange. You put some troops into them, help me kill them. I'm not going to kill myself by slamming them. But if blue hit everything other than the 25 stack, I would hit the 25 stack. But I'm not just going to suicide myself into them. Okay, that doesn't even get me a 10 trade because it's all dudes in my previous thing. Let's see if blues actually means what they say. Are they just trying to trick me into killing myself? Yeah, they're just trying to trick me into killing myself. And they just bury their stack. Okay, they don't even claim their bonus. Big 55 stack for purple now. Does purple want to help me with orange? Does white want to help me with orange? Let's see. Do you want to attack orange, purple? Does white want to help me with orange? White hasn't allied me. Okay. 60 troops for our troop leaders now. Both the players on the +2 bonuses. They are the smallest bonuses, but it does add up over time if you're the only ones with bonuses. Red coming straight back into the game with a trade. Getting a lot of troops up there in North America now, and a big 41 stack. Is this going to go whammy straight back down? And yeah, I don't think we want to be taking a 4 trade when we have the potential to get a bigger trade down the line. Okay, 10 trade comes in for blue. They still not positioned to be able to hit my Madagascar stack. So these stacks really keeping me alive, keeping me in the game right now. But the noob slam from orange could hit me at any moment. I'm not going to move out. They might think that this is some kind of psychological tactic to, like, as though they're edging me out, but I haven't moved. I've moved to the superior Ukraine position, which they gave up mistakenly. And yeah, this is just too much material. We never hit orange. We just never have the bonus now. And a 10 trade again for my opponents, of course. At least I'm about to get my first 10 trade, but it might be my only 10 trade the entire game. Do you want to attack orange? Or is this a full send into white maybe? No, okay. Red's playing it nice and patiently. They don't want to throw away their game. I like it. I like it. Okay, so still 6 players in this game. Purple and white on bonus. Blue is signaling me that they want their bonus, but I mean, I haven't added down here. They could have removed me at any point. And now they're in a bit of a pickle. I don't want to get rid of this position, though, because it's kind of keeping me alive. I'm going to keep opening purple so they have the option to go and kill someone else rather than me. Okay, so I need a cavalry. Just move your stack out, blue. Stop sinking your stack. You can just take your bonus whenever. What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments. Would you have just lost it and just killed orange already by now? Sacrificing your own life for the process just for the principle? Or would you have stayed patient like myself? So I've tried to signal a couple of players now. Had no response back. These guys not seemingly willing to try and team up with me to advance this game. We'll keep trying. Blue told me to attack orange, but it would have just been absolute suicide to do so. Like, there's no incentive for me to do. Oh, we've just seen a big slam. Big slam into white. The board has just been shifted and shattered massively. We could go for a double kill here. I wish I had the trade. It would guarantee it. I think I do have it, but it's so many troops. I can get red. It will trade me in. White might be a bit too expensive, but let's see. Let's see how the dice treat us. Purple could be coming straight after me here. Okay, so this gets us a trade. Hopefully it's a 10 trade. We need the 10 trade here. Oh, man. Okay, so I could kill white for another trade, but it's too expensive. Okay, so we advance the game. But now I'm in danger of dying as well. I think I'm strong enough to where if someone goes for me, they die next. Hopefully. 70 odd troops. Purple could come and slam me now. Or they could go for white. Going for white is the more sensible play. Advances the game. Okay, they just take a card and pass. Paralyzed. Orange will finally get their Europe position. I've gained North America. Is white gonna go bad to me? Or are they just gonna try and consolidate their position now? They just consolidate, yeah. They're very weakened. Okay, so orange can finally take Europe. I've gained North America. Now surely we're both just happy with our position. Okay, okay. Don't want to take the 4 trades. Don't think I need to. So we'll just make parity with orange. We'll throw another heart. Not going to mess with you if you don't mess with me. My card's down here. And then hopefully we can consolidate and start to build up our strength a little bit. So the game has advanced. White made an early enemy in red and then got slammed in return. We'll throw heart to blue saying, yeah, no hard feelings over that. But blue really wants to activate their stack. You don't want to bury your stack like this. They really can't do anything. They throw hearts back. So we've got potentially a really solid, good ally in blue. Purple makes another crucial mistake here, blocking their lines of their main stack from being able to easily hit me this way. Now they'd have to go all the way through to hit me this way. But if we can maybe, hopefully, get blue to reposition their stack to here in Middle East, that will really limit purple's mobility. Okay, 10 trade comes in for orange again. I wish I had a 10 trade every time. $88 troops on the board for orange, 98 for purple, 78 for blue, and now the game absolutely hates me. 93 for me. So we were almost parity with the purple player, and we're definitely going to take over them because we're on a +5 bonus, but not quite yet. Just really want to disincentivize anyone from getting any ideas about slamming me. This does open the 92 to come back. Oh, I didn't want to mess with anyone else or hit a 3, so we'll do this. Okay, our first natural 10 trade. Can you believe it? Okay, so white's pretty much dead. It's just who's going to spend the troops to kill them. I'm hoping to see this 77 move to either the Middle East or North Africa at some point, and then blue will be able to take the white kill and South America, giving them a +5 bonus as well. So let's see if we can get that moving. Attack white. Take both these bonuses. You'll be on a +5 total, same as me in orange, and then all things being equal, purple should be the next one out. Okay, I thought orange was going to slam me there. Glad they don't. Okay, it is fixed, so you might as well trade when you can. So orange might be harboring bad feelings toward me because we were in each other's way in Europe for so long. So I'm a bit wary of orange. Blue doesn't understand what I'm trying to get at with just take your bonuses down at the bottom. 40 is a lot to hit, but it's worth the investment now to get onto that +5 generation. Okay, does purple want to kill white? Purple, just go and kill white, dude. Purple, you have the troops, you can go kill white and then you'll be on 2 bonuses because blue seems like they don't want to do it. Okay, how can I get my main cap opened? How can I get my main cap opened? Let's take a card here. We're now on 123 total troops. We're starting to pull ahead now, and that's the power of the North Africa position, but we're also being allowed to hold a lot of territories. Okay, we finally get some movement on blue side, now that we have a little bit of an awkward position on Middle East. But they continue to leave their stack locked. Interesting play. 121 total troops for purple. The constant 10 trades for this purple player, allowing them to keep up with us. Only on a +2 bonus. Another 10 trade coming in for orange. Oh, that's a big 25 stack. I'm really hoping we don't get slammed here. Well, it could happen, but I think we're too big to die now. So it's not too big of an issue if the board does get mixed up massively. Hoping purple eventually opens my main stack. That's why I'm taking cards in these awkward positions. Okay, they haven't unlocked my position yet. Why not retaking their bonus is curious. Like, at this point, nobody seems willing to spend the troops to get you out of the game, so you may as well just take your bonus back. Especially if you're going to no card, just grab your bonus, and that's an extra 2 troops per turn, and that could be the difference between life and death going forward. Oh, another 10 trade. I'll take it. $152 total troops now. We're starting to pull ahead thanks to that 10 trade. 10 trade again for blue. Just hoping my my main stack gets open now, so that I can be open and ready to make any plays should anyone do anything drastic. How can we try and use these? Nobody seems willing to do anything. That's the frustrating thing. I've got alliances on for a reason. I've tried to get people to do stuff. Can't really... well, white hasn't allied us, so we can't really communicate with them. Blue's just burying their stack. Orange is a turtle player here in Europe, spreading out too thin to really be able to do anything massively impactful. So purple's really our only option, but they don't seem willing to attack white. Would they be willing to attack anyone else, I wonder? Turn order wise, hitting orange for me and purple would make sense. Do you want to attack orange? I'm trying to work with you here, purple. Okay, our stack's finally been opened. That's what we've been waiting for. Okay, bring your stack out, Blue. Bring your stack out. Damn it. Okay, nothing in reply from purple player. Attractive gem. Doesn't seem that my proposal is all that attractive to them. 55 troops now to get white out of the game. It is just not worth it. Who's going to break first? How is this tension going to boil over? If you're orange, you don't really need to guard this way. People have shown that they're not really willing to break it out at this point. If you're orange, you just want to leave soft stacks if you want, but just consolidate into one big kill stack if you're the orange player here in Europe. And yeah, troop counts have reached a critical mass now where the deterrence effect is much greater than trying to guard with split stacks. So is there a point where I just bite the bullet and take out white? Well, if my troop lead continues to grow, then yeah, at some point I'll just take out white and I'll just take the South America bonus as well. I'll let blue take it if they want. Okay, we've got hearts being thrown by blue. Yeah, we'll always return hearts. It's all good. Probably because they hit a couple of troops of mine, but getting a bit worried. But yeah, we don't care about that. Really hoping our opponents just go bad neighbor to one another now and start hitting each other. It's very unlikely to happen, but you never know. Purple's either not paying attention or just not willing to make any kind of moves. Okay, where's my card here? I think I just start taking a card down at the bottom. Keep my lines as open as I possibly can have them over on this right hand side. Have you ever been stuck in a game like this yourselves? Let me know down in the comments. How do you break the stalemate? How do you ignite that powder keg? How do you pull out that pin in the grenade that is the no-odds, no-win player? It is coming. It always happens eventually. And it is usually the Australia player. I'm just going to throw that out there. Not always, but usually. The Australia player just goes crazy. And you just hope that it isn't coming your way. Thankfully, we have two other opponents that are much easier to hit and closer to hit than me, and even a third down here before they even get to me. So chances are good that we avoid the noob slam from the Australia player. But again, you never know. They could just pull a complete crazy Ivan and just come all the way across the map to slam me. It wouldn't be the first time. We've seen it plenty of times before. Okay, we got a big 100 main stack now. Orange getting a little bit worried about my stack here in Greenland. They always seem to need more troops than me up there. Just a little bit of a safety blanket for them. Well, we are starting to pull away now in terms of total troop advantage. And again, that is the power of the North America position. 10 trade comes in for Orange. Allowing them to catch up for now in terms of troops. Only an 8 trade for me. The trend continues. Make sure I can get a card. How does this stalemate break? Which player is going to blink first? Nobody's really incentivized to do anything, but I'm starting to just grow the troop lead. So if everything stays the same, eventually my troop lead grows to such a massive extent that I could just kill everyone on the board. So I'm not really the one incentivized to try and advance this game or improve my position right now because I'm in the best position. So who is incentivized? White, definitely. White is already dead. They are just a dead person walking right now. So White should be trying to improve their position by 1 position. And they can do that by accepting some alliance requests and volunteering to full slam into 1 player on this board that someone else, another strong player, would then kill before they kill White. So that is how White could try and improve their position right now. In terms of turn order, who would they be looking to try and do that with? Ideally, it would be Orange. Orange goes right after them in turn order. So White makes their move, then Orange finishes off whoever they slam. And just in terms of proximity, and in terms of troop counts, Blue would be the best option for them. If they just full send that stack, then Orange comes down, finishes off Blue, and White in one go. White improves their finishing position by 1 place, probably the best they can do in their current position. And the game advances. Orange improves their position by 2 places, and then we end up in a 3-player endgame. It would potentially be very costly for Orange to finish that off. They probably get 3rd from that, but I go straight after Orange, so then Orange could probably be saying to me, let's team up on purple then, guarantee me 1st, and that's the gambit that Orange can play for. But again, it's a risky play, so unfortunately unlikely we see it happen. Because if I don't go for it, Orange then just dies to me or purple, and Orange gets 3rd place. But the game does advance. So that's how White could potentially try and improve their position. Orange not necessarily massively incentivized to do that. And if they haven't allied anyone, like they haven't allied me, White doesn't really have those communication lines open to make a deal in the first place. We're now on 229 total troops. Closest to us is on 210. So we are edging ever so slightly ahead with every passing turn. Laughy face from White. Yeah. Yeah, White should just retake their bonus. Laughy face from White. Yeah. Yeah. I like this guy now. He's got laughy face. He's got a sense of humor. Ally me, dude. Hokey long beard. Let's make something happen. I'm up for it. 238 total troops. White continues to card skip. Purple in a big super stack, 184. It's not quite enough to kill anyone other than blue or white. Another 10. Okay, my luck's turned now. My luck's finally turned. Starting to see a little bit coming our way in these 10 trades. Big 127 stack for me, with some 55 guard stacks on either side of my bonus. And yeah, my position is looking very, very strong now. 10 trade on 3 comes in for blue. Still, they have their main stack locked, making themselves very vulnerable and weak to a first strike from someone else, but remaining very passive and non-threatening in appearance. White card skips once again down there in Argentina. Just happy to still be in the game. Just waiting for their participation trophy. Trade comes in for orange. Another 10 trade for orange. But we are starting to pull ahead now. We are starting to pull ahead in terms of total troops. And we will continue to pull ahead because we're on 17 territories as well, which is a lot of territories to be holding. You get an extra bonus troop every single turn for every 3 territories, 12 territories and over that you have. Laughy face from white. Do something there, White. Even if it's just slamming me, just do something. You'll run out of your opportunity to be able to slam me once these stacks get bigger than yours. Or you could slam Orange. It's much easier slam. Or you could ally me and then we could maybe come up with some play to advance the game. But just sitting there after you instigated against red and then got your just desserts, your consequences. Oh, don't you just love these stalemates, guys? Let me know in the comments. How many stalemates have you had this week? This is actually my first stalemate this week. So I can't complain. And again, we can talk about potential strategies that people could use to try and improve their position whilst we wait for some action to happen. So what do you want to do as purple? Well, as purple, you want to avoid the deadliest trap situation. What do I mean by deadliest trap? Deadliest trap is when you're in the 4-player endgame, which we kind of currently are if we discount white. Someone has NA, someone has South America and Africa, and someone has Europe. All 3 of your opponents then have +5 generation, and you're stuck down here on a +2 generation in Australia. Your opponents set up a 3-point block over here in Asia and then just slowly choke you out in the Australia position. So you want to really avoid that if you can as the Australia player. So how does purple improve their position here? I mean, it's an expensive prospect, but everyone's so passive, you probably just get away with it and you just come through, you kill white and you take South America, and then as purple you hold South America and you hold Australia. That gives you a total of a +4 generation per turn, making blue then the one on the lowest generation. It does open blue's big stack. That's the downside of going for the play, but blue's shown that they're so passive this entire game, you might just get away with it, and it does improve your position. And over time, the rewards from that will continue to accrue, assuming blue doesn't strike at you instantly. How can blue improve their position? Well, blue needs to move their main stack to Middle East, and or they need to do what I just suggested purple does, take South America. And then we have the full deadliest trap situation. They take South America, then they bring their stack to Middle East, and we have then in a true deadliest trap scenario with purple starting to feel the pressure. It would weaken blue massively to do so. That's the main downside. Oh, white's moving. White's had enough. White's... Okay. It looks like I'm getting the one. I'm getting full sense. They open blue stack first. Okay, so white dies here. Okay, again, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. They've knocked me down to 230 total troops, but I should be able to regain North America here. And yeah, I just get randomly slammed again. Okay, so does orange come through? No, they just take a card. Okay. Okay, does blue come through and finish off whites? Taking South America in the process also makes sense. Okay, yeah. Okay, blue finishes off whites. So now we're in the 4-player endgame, and it looks like we might see the deadliest trap play out here. Unless blue does something crazy and slams into me. It shouldn't do. Yeah, you're definitely getting blocked, white player. Not only do you just refuse to play the game and accept alliances, I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to ally with me and were just targeting me for the entire game. Who knows? But yeah, I don't like the suicide out. We did know it was coming, and we did know that they would choose me because I've made the lobby and I've got a blue tick next to my name, so we always knew it was coming. We'll leave South America for blue. Me and blue are solid allies. They now move to North Africa, which is not the best position, but it does guard my south position from orange. But we could always just get full slammed by orange as well, who now has the troop lead. But you never know. Looks like orange is going to remain passive, so we get to retake our position and then rebuild up our strength, hopefully. Get a heart from blue. So now blue will be on a +5, and we can hopefully start to regain some of our strength. As we see the deadliest trap scenario start to play itself out. And yeah, blue is just going to take their bonus and super strike on North Africa, which means I don't need to guard my southern border now. Yeah, let's do it. Maybe we even get second if blue follows through. Let's see. Let's see if we get second place from that. Yeah, blue should have enough troops left over to just win the game outright. Well played. Good game. So we eventually got enough troops to just basically say, okay, let's end this game right now. We got enough troops to take out orange. We were relatively confident that blue was just waiting for their moment and was a relatively decent ally, even though they never responded to us. And they do indeed take the opportunity to just take first, grab the kill on purple. But again, I'm blocking all these guys, even blue, sitting there waiting for someone to just let you win. It's not a strategy. It's not a play style that I want to encourage going forward, and I don't want to play with these people. But other than that, good games. It is what it is. Maybe they're just really an inexperienced player and don't know any better, don't know how to play any different to that. Could also be a thing. And they lock their stacks again, but they're holding so much of the board that they just get enough troops to just finish this off, I would imagine. Yeah, 158 to 14. Even a complete novice could accidentally find their way into the win with this kind of troops disparity. So that is definitely a GG. They're just taking their sweet time to do it. So I'm going to try and link all the positions so they can get it all in one go. Just help them out a little bit. Finish this one out. The guarding bone. No, you need to bring the troops out so you can finish me off. Okay, yeah. Just uber novice. Uber novice. Okay, let's link everything together and open the big stack. Okay, we made it super easy for them. There's no way for them to mess this up. I shouldn't have said that. There's always a way for them to mess it up. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. Would you have just taken second like I did? Or would you have stuck it out for even longer? Oh, yeah, they got the 28. I was going to say 12's not enough to clear all that, but yeah, they got the 28 up there. I take it back. And there we have it. They finally stumbled their way into the win. No hard feelings, Blue, but hey, I hope you watch this video. I hope you stumble across it on YouTube at some point and you take on board some of the tips, tricks, and strats and some criticisms that I had for your game here. And hopefully you take those on board and be a bit more active in the game of Risk and take a bit more risks in the game of Risk to make the game a bit more exciting and enjoyable for everyone involved, and get more involved in those alliances when they're available. They are very, very strategic, key tools to use to try and advance the game and get more action going and improve your own positions. Let's find out the ranks of our opponents. Are they all novices? Expert, expert, intermediate, beginner. Sit and do nothing expert. Sorry, General LaRoche. It's going to be a hard no. I'm sorry. You've got a long way to go. I'm actually not going to block you. I am going to block this person because of the suicide out into me. Didn't appreciate that. They may end up unblocked at some point in the future, and we may end up running into one another again. Hopefully they've matured a little bit and learned from their mistakes. They could have just retaken their South America bonus and recouped a lot of their strength instead of just sticking around to troll and then suicide out. Yeah, I'm not going to block anyone else, even though their playstyle is just absolute cancer. It really is. You just sit there and hope someone just hands you the game. I mean, well, it worked because I did just hand them the game, but I take second place. I'm happy to take that and advance the game and not sit there for the next 5 hours. I've done that before, guys. I've actually had a 9-hour game in the past. I don't want to do it again. And I'm sure you guys don't want to sit down and watch it. Maybe do. Let me know in the comments. Do you want to see a 9-hour game? It could happen. If you want to pick up some more tips, tricks, and strats to improve your game, check out the videos popping up on screen right now. And we'll see you in the next one.